If you're looking for a smartphone that's instantly recognizable and uniquely Sony, the Xperia 1 Mark V should be on your radar. With its tall and slim profile, grippy feel, and lightweight design, it's a device that doesn't compromise on style or durability. The Gorilla Glass Victus on the back and the aluminum frame with a ridged pattern give it a classy and robust look. Plus, it's smudge-resistant, which is a bonus for those who hate constantly wiping their phones. What sets this phone apart from many flagships is its inclusion of features like a 3.5mm headphone jack and a micro SD card slot. The buttons are neatly placed on the right edge, including a fingerprint sensor in the power button and a camera shutter button for quick snaps. Not to forget, it's also IP68 rated, making it resistant to water and rain. The real star of the show here is the 6.5-inch OLED screen with 4K resolution, HDR10 support, and a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Sony sticks to its unique 21.9 aspect ratio, which, coupled with front-facing stereo speakers, makes it a movie-watching dream. The Creator Mode ensures accurate colors as intended by directors, making it a fantastic choice for cinema enthusiasts. Under the hood, this phone impresses with its Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor and 12GB of RAM, offering a smooth and lag-free experience, even during intense gaming. The 5,000 mAh battery is more than enough for a day's use, and it can even stretch to 2 on lighter days. Plus, it supports 30-watt fast charging and also comes with wireless and reverse wireless charge support. Sony's reputation for camera sensors is well known, and the Xperia 1 Mark V doesn't disappoint in this department. It boasts a versatile triple camera system with the 52-megapixel main camera capturing crisp and detailed shots with accurate colors. Also, there's a 12-megapixel ultra-wide and telephoto lens. For selfie duties, there's a single 12-megapixel lens. The camera app can be a bit overwhelming for newcomers, but experienced photographers or Sony camera users will find it suitable. In general, this device can be a bit unfriendly for those looking for a simple point-and-shoot experience. The device can shoot up to 4K at 120 FPS, producing smooth and detailed videos. If you're a movie buff, a photography enthusiast, or someone who values manual camera controls and the presence of a headphone jack, this phone could be a tempting choice. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is one of Apple's top-notch phones. It has a shiny metal frame and a smooth glass back and front. The front glass is super strong and can handle some drops. The phone has speaker and mic grills on the bottom and the lightning port that won't go away. The design is very Apple-like and cool. It can handle dust and water too. The iPhone 14 Pro Max has a big 6.7-inch screen with 120 Hz that looks amazing. It's an OLED screen with a super sharp resolution, and it shows colors really well. The other thing is how bright the screen can get. It can go up to 1,000 nits normally, but if you're outside in the sun, it can crank up to 2,000 nits. That means you can see everything clearly even on the brightest days. Everything feels bigger and better on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Playing games, checking Twitter, watching YouTube, browsing the web, you name it. One thing I really dig is the dynamic island. It's a black bar at the top of the screen that replaces the old notch. It sounds silly, but it's actually super cool and makes me wonder what else Apple can do with it. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is a great performer, as you would expect from an iPhone. It has the new A16 Bionic chip, which is faster and more efficient than the previous models. The A16 chip can handle any app or game you want to use, and it also has 6GB of RAM for smooth multitasking. Apple's cameras have been awesome for a while, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max makes them even better. Apple finally upgraded to a 48-megapixel main camera with a big aperture and sensor shift stabilization. That means you can use it as a 2x zoom lens too. There is also a 12-megapixel telephoto camera for 3x zoom and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera. The selfie camera is also 12 megapixel, and it can autofocus for the first time on an iPhone. And that's not all. The iPhone 14 Pro Max has a new photonic engine that makes the colors and textures look amazing in low light. The main camera takes stunning photos in any light. The colors are vibrant, the details are sharp, and the blur is natural. The ultra-wide camera is also awesome. It lets you capture more of the scene without losing quality. It doesn't make things look distorted at the edges, which is nice. And the best part is the macro mode. It automatically turns on when you get close to something. The 12-megapixel telephoto camera has been a pleasant surprise. It may not seem as impressive as the 30x and 100x zoom on a Galaxy S22 Ultra, but it works very well. It lets you zoom in 3x and capture your subject with great detail and color. This device has a 4,323 mAh battery. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is a great choice for anyone who loves a big screen. The cameras are amazing, especially for video. You can capture smooth action shots and cinematic effects with ease. The battery life is also impressive, lasting longer than most phones.